radio, glowing magic transistor radio, glowing magic transistor.
Hello, YouTube and YouTubettes. Welcome to another album review. Today, I'm going to review the Perfume Genius album, Learning. This was released on June 22nd, 2010, under the labels Metador and Organs. The studio was in Everett Studio and produced by Perfume Genius. All songs written and performed by Perfume Genius. This is something I don't remember where I discovered it, but I think it might have been on Spotify or one of those, and it came across my playlist, and I liked a song I heard, and I bought the album. It's just kind of this very minimalistic kind of album, and I heard that the first song he ever wrote was in his late 30s, and it's a very, piano-centric kind of music with other instruments as well, but a lot more piano than guitar. And I think that's the instrument he plays, but it's very heartfelt, kind of minimalistic kind of music. The album cover is artwork. It's by Perfume Genius as well. The sleeve work and photography is by Angel Ceballos. I like the pinkish color, but not quite the best of covers. It is nice artwork, but there's just something, not quite a classic album cover in my opinion. I give the album cover an 8 out of 10. Now on to the songs. The first song is Learning, and this is kind of a disturbing song lyrically. I kind of wonder if it's inspired by molestation. I mean, it's really dark looking at it, and the music itself is beautiful, very heartfelt, which I think most of these songs are. And this song does well across the board. I gave it, everything is an 8 or 9 except for the hook, which I gave a 6. But I do like the music of the song. It's just kind of disturbing lyrically. Overall, this song gets an 8.0. Track number 2 is Look Out, Look Out. And this is a beautiful song. Reading the lyrics, they're kind of dark as well, not as dark as the first. And I'm not really sure who this is or what this is about. If Mary Bell is somebody famous or just somebody he knows. But it's interesting, but musically it is very beautiful, and I love the chorus. It has a nice hook and just a strong song, and probably my favorite song on the album. And I give it a 9.0. Track number 3 is Mr. Peterson, and it's a little more upbeat than the first two with the piano, and it has what sounds like flutes, but probably a synthesized keyboard sound of flutes in the background. Looking at the lyrics once again, they're kind of dark, and it's like he had a good relationship with Mr. Peterson, I guess his teacher or something, and this teacher ended up jumping off a building. So very dark lyrics once again. I don't care for this song as much as the first two, but it's still very good. Just lots of 7s and 8s with a 9 in production. But overall, I give this song a 7.8. Track number 4 is called Gay Angels, and the lyrics are not written on the page here, but it's a very weird song, kind of more artistic. It's got these sort of this keyboard sound and kind of this these haunting vocals. So it's hard for me to tell what he's saying, but it's a very beautiful song, very artistic and creative. it's a little lower on the catchiness side, so that brings it down just a bit. But it's a really musically a great song. I give it an 8.5. Track number 5 is called "You Won't Be Here," and this is another beautiful song. The lyrics are not that dark; they're just kind of depressing, just about somebody leaving, and their heart will break and they won't be here. So it is kind of depressing and sad, but it's not as dark as some of the other songs. But I love the way he plays the piano. It's very simple, but it's very powerful as well. And overall, I give this song an 8.4. Track number 6 is called "Write to Your Brother," and this song is less dark and depressing than most of the songs, even though it's about writing letters to a brother that's sick. So it's really nice. I like the way he plays the piano, which reminds me of the way Daniel Johnston would play the piano, except he does it a bit cleaner than Daniel Johnston would, but the style of it is similar. And I don't know why I thought of that, but this is a bit more on the happy side, even though it's about, or I would say it's a sweet song more than happy. Just about writing a letter to a brother that's, I guess, recovering, and I'm not sure what from. It doesn't really go into detail on that, but it's a sweet song, and I like the music a lot, and I give this an 8.6. Track number 7 is called "No Problem," and this is another one that the lyrics are not on the page, so I don't know. It's hard for me to hear what he's saying, but it's got this powerful, sounds like an orchestra, but it's probably keyboard sounds once again. But it's just very powerful music, even though I don't know what he's singing about. So this song does well artistically. Its lowest point is catchiness with a 4, but other than that, lots of 10s and 9s. So that, for the catchiness side of it, brings it down. But I do think it's very artistic and powerful, and I give it an 8.3. Track number 8 is called "When," and it's from a poem by Sharon Olds. The lyrics, I'm not sure what they're about, like in terms of they don't seem happy or sad or anything like that. Just kind of just about a girl, I guess, playing out in the street, unless I'm missing something here. But it's a beautiful song. The piano that comes in at the beginning reminds me of maybe like if you go to a piano recital, but then it really picks up with the harmonies and sort of this flute sound that's probably a synthesizer once again. But it's a very simple yet beautiful song, and I give this one an 8.2. Track number 9 is called "Peri," and this is another, it's a little more, I wouldn't say upbeat, but maybe a quick, not quicker, I don't know how to explain it, but it lyrically is not depressing or anything like that, as far as I can tell, unless I'm missing something. But I like the way he plays the piano. It's very simply produced, but good. And overall, I give this song an 8.0. Track number 10 is called "Never Did," and the lyrics are kind of obscure, and then at the end it says "in the basement in it," and I'm not sure what that means. It seems to imply something, when you're talking about "I never asked for it," It's part of his plan. It's all in his hands, etc. And then it's in the basement in it. I don't know if there's something creepy implied there or not, but I'm just going to say the music is really nice. And I think this is a really nice song musically, not knowing exactly what it's about, but I give it a 9.0. The album flow is a 10 out of 10. I think this is an album in which all the songs are similarly produced and similar styles, very emotional. So a 10 out of 10 for the flow. As I stated before, this is a guy that started writing songs in his 30s at some point, and from what I read somewhere anyway, and I correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds like a guy who had some emotions he was getting out, and sometimes that's some of the best music. So I really do enjoy this album, and it's very powerful and beautiful, and it's my favorite of his albums. So now I will pull out my handy dandy computer and calculate my formula. And this album gets an 8.48 out of 10. Thank you and have a wonderful day.